Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece greatness. And what do I say, man? One Piece right now is damn crazy, man. I mean, in One Piece world, this is probably the most dangerous time since the Void Century, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Rocks did, something pretty crazy for him to be erased from history. But yeah, I think he maybe have gotten a little close to whatever is happening right now. But I mean, damn man, damn. I don't think even Roger was this close. Like this time is like pretty fucking dangerous, man. I mean, just look at Luffy. He's an emperor who's like rampaging around in one of the navy's science facilities, and he's probably gonna kidnap. I mean, according to them, officially it would be he kidnapped the world's greatest scientist, right? So I mean, that alone is gonna be super crazy. But we also got a snippet of like there's gonna be a greater incident than just that, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what more crazy things could happen, because I mean Kizaru and Saint J Garcia are going there. So I mean, look, the greatest thing, like a big incident I could see is there is an admiral and there's a celestial dragon who's also a Gorosei. So now let's say an admiral goes down, that would be like in recorded, at least in known One Piece history, right? I mean, we don't know about like previous times, but at least in known One Piece history, that would be the first time that an admiral goes down. So yeah, that could be a huge incident. And I think even worse would be a Gorosei going down, right? So yeah, that would be like super freaking crazy. So I mean, yeah, just imagining that, like, Luffy just punching like Saint Charlos, that brought down like freaking destruction to all of these like supernova, right? Back in Sabaody. So I mean, just imagine if he punches or like defeats Saint J Garcia. It's gonna be like, holy shit, he's not just some celestial dragon, he's a Gorosei. So yeah, that's gonna impact the world a lot. But of course, at least for now, of course Luffy would do a lot worse to the world government than this. But at least for now, I would say Luffy's contribution to to starting world war in One Piece is I'll say minute, because the other players are doing a little more dangerous shit, right? I mean, uh okay, I think compared to Luffy, Blackbeard is also in a similar boat, right? Because Blackbeard, of course, right now he himself, I'm not sure where he is. I mean, he just defeated Law and got his poneglyph, so I guess he's ready for getting to One Piece. But on the other hand, of course, he kidnapped Kobe and kept Kobe in Beehive Island. And I mean, I don't know if this was intentional, but basically you could say it's like a bait for Garp to come in, right? So now Garp came in, and unless Aokiji is like, okay, it's time to betray Blackbeard, right? It's time to stop whatever I'm doing here and just help them. Unless Aokiji is doing that, I don't think he can lose, right? Come on. I mean, yeah, I don't think he can lose. So I don't know. I'll be surprised if both the parties are like, yeah, they're fighting and suddenly something happens and Garp and company escapes, right? Because uh, the way I'm seeing it, I think Garp is dying, or maybe at least getting imprisoned, and everybody else might escape. But yeah, I don't see good things for Garp, right? So yeah, I mean, just imagine, right? Anything happening to the hero of Marines at Blackbeard's or Blackbeard's crew's hands, right? And especially if Kuzan, former admiral, doing that, yeah, the news would be devastating, man. I mean, news would be like, holy shit, the Marines are like, yeah, they don't have too much power right now. They're going like crazy, right? And on the other hand, of course, because just because they pissed off the warlords, by going after everyone. I mean, look, they could have done like, okay, warlord system is, abolished, but we still have, a lot on our plate, so we'll just, at least for now, ignore them, right? No, they didn't do that. Of course, they went after every warlord, and because of that, of course, we got Cross Guild, and holy shit, man. Cross Guild issuing bounties on Marines is, yeah, I think right now in the pirate world, right? Forget about revolutionaries for a bit, right? In the pirate world, I think they are the most dangerous organization according to like world government, right? I mean, their main goal is to hunt down the marines, like actively hunt down the marines, right? So yeah, that is pretty crazy, man. I mean, T-Bone being the first notable, vice admiral, like, I mean, we saw him previously, and even now in the newspapers it was like written, because this guy was kind, he was liked by everyone. So like, see, man, like the good guy, the good marine was killed, and people didn't even hesitate to do that to him. So what happens to the corrupt marines and all that shit, right? So yeah, this is, I mean, this might look like, it's just T-Bone, come on, but this is a huge thing, man. This, like, yeah, the political implications for this is, yeah, I mean, remember, like, our world's world wars, they just started with, a single assassination or something small like that, right? So yeah, this is definitely not good. I mean, marines cannot trust the civilians that they are protecting. Yeah, that is huge, man. That is super huge. So yeah, Cross Guild, and on top of that, Buggy announcing that they are also gonna go after One Piece is, oh, that's just beautiful, man. I mean, years ago, right? I mean, when we got to know that Buggy and Shanks didn't go to Laughdale and see One Piece, they promised each other that when they become like big, great pirates, they're gonna go together, right? And initially, my theory back in the day, I mean, I'm pretty sure I said it in the videos, right? That I think Shanks is gonna die at the hands of Blackbeard, and finally Buggy's gonna get serious, and he's gonna decide to fulfill the promise, right? Uh, just to, you know, yeah, because of course he, in the end of at the end of the day, he definitely, he couldn't like express his thing to Shanks, right? Because he definitely idolized Shanks. He thought, Shanks is gonna be the next big thing, right? But of course, Shanks had different plans, and Buggy felt betrayed, and they never could express things to each other, right? So I mean, of course, they're, at the end of the day, they're still brothers. So, of course, Buggy was gonna go to Laughdale for Shanks, right? But, of course, now things didn't go exactly the way I theorized that, Shanks would die. I mean, Shanks could still die, but of course, Buggy, he got motivated before him dying, right? So whatever, I mean, I'm still happy that Buggy is finally motivated, right? So that's pretty awesome, right? But of course, talking about the dangers of the world, you know what's more dangerous than people actively hunting down marines? Of course, according to the world government, is people actively hunting down the celestial dragons, right? Of course they're not, the revs aren't like killing off celestial dragons one after one, but you know they're uh, they're kind of laying a siege to to the Marijois and the Holy Land and whatever, right? So, of course, they destroyed their granary, they, destroyed their symbol, and of course, they're still actively destroying all the ships that are carrying supplies and stuff to, the celestial dragon. So this is probably the biggest thing that the revs have done, right? I mean, yeah, this is pretty dangerous. And of course, they deployed the god knights. Now the god knights, I hope they're super freaking strong, because you know we knew that the celestial dragons and the world government are going to be the final villain. That was, I mean, come on, that's like, if that's not the case, it's going to be weird, right? I mean, they are the big thing. I mean, unless of course Blackbeard survives somehow, and like the final fight would just be, pirate versus pirate just for aesthetics. That's a different thing. But of course, the main big bad is always gonna be the world government, right? And Imu. So, I mean, the Marines being the final enemies to act like fight is weird, right? Because I mean, come on, the Marines are inherently good people. They're not bad people, right? Even Akainu, he might have done bad shit, crazy things, but in the name of good, right? Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm just saying he's not actively doing evil for evil, right? But the celestial dragons, the Gorosei, yeah, they'll do anything to just be on top. So they are the evil that's been plaguing the world for 800 years, right? So of course they need to go down. And the god knights, if they are the main final fighting force for the world government, that's gonna be beautiful, man. That's gonna be awesome. But of course, the world government itself is also stupid. All of these crazy things happening, that's not enough, right? Of course they have people like Saint Charles harassing princesses of kingdoms that they are actively trying to ally with. Like, that's the most stupidest thing, man. I mean, after how many years the fishmen came back to the reverie, and now as soon as they got back, Charlos is like, yeah, I'm gonna kidnap Shirahoshi and make my slave, right? I mean, yeah, that's like the stupidest thing they could have done. And of course, Doflamingo's uncle, I think Mjolsgard or something, yeah, Saint Mjolsgard or something like that. That guy, of course, directs pirates. Yeah, who are the good guys that are saving Shirahoshi? Pirates, and specifically Straw Hat Grand Fleet pirates, right? Of course, Don Sai and Leo, they attack and save Shirahoshi. So, I mean, of course, we know Shirahoshi is safe because we saw that Garp escorted them safely back to Fishman Island. So, we know they are all safe, right? So, but still attacking Charlos, yeah, that was beautiful, man. I mean, Charlos, he looks like he looks like Jabba the Hutt, mini Jabba the Hutt, right? So yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. But of course, the most crazy thing that we've seen till date is my man Cobra, man. Oh, holy shit. Cobra is like the big badass, I mean, come on. He just rolled up to the Gorosei and he was like, okay, so, I think you guys know of our, 800 year old queen that's been kidnapped or killed off or something. So I want answers, right? Of course, he didn't say that directly, but I mean, come on, that was implied, right? Like, there's no history about that queen, but of course, I'm pretty sure you guys know the answer. So tell me, right? So I mean, come on, that already takes balls, right? I mean, come on, that's like titanium adamantium balls, right? And on top of that, when Guru said like, well, it's 800 years old history, I mean, come on, we don't know that, come on. And as soon as he says that, Cobra is like, all right, you don't know about Lily, right? Sure, tell me what the will of D is. Like, oh my god, people just trying to research this stuff are killed, right? And Cobra here, I'm pretty sure Cobra knows that he's walking on thin ice, but still, he's like, well, I'm dying anyway, right? So, and if these secrets were in Arabasta, then I'm pretty sure Vivi, like Cobra told Vivi, right? Because Cobra decided to come to Gorosei and confront them. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm not saying like he's ready to die here, but I'm pretty sure he knows he could die, right? So Vivi probably knows, and Vivi is with Big News Morgan. So yeah, I mean, just imagine, right? Like, if this thing leaks back to Arabasta and the people, right? At least now people think like Sabo killed, the Revs killed Cobra, right? But once they get to know, just imagine, right? Once they get to know that the Celestial Dragons and the world government are the people who killed Cobra just to keep their secrets, dude, that's not gonna be good for the world government, man. That's gonna be pretty fucking crazy. Like, already Revolutionary Army, like, they made 8 countries to revolt, and one of them is nowhere now. So I mean, with that, if kingdoms like Arabasta, which are pretty freaking strong, if they revolt, and already, of course, we know Wano is gonna be an ally, and Elbaf, I think I'm pretty sure, Elbaf is gonna be an ally because, of course, Hyruddin is already, Straw Hat Grand Fleet member, and I mean, Dory and Broggy, they're back. Oimo and Kashi, they are back, and all of them were helped by Straw Hat. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna be good guys, right? They're gonna be on our side. So, yeah, all of these things going bad for the world government is pretty freaking crazy, man. And I'm pretty sure even after all of these things, the world government are gonna be on an even side, right? And maybe even on a like, they're gonna be better than all of these opposing forces, right? So yeah, of course, them taking out the big guns, like, of course, the God Knights and Emu's whatever that sky weapon was. I mean, it could be an ancient weapon, but who knows, right? It could be something else. And I mean, yeah, all of these things going crazy is just beautiful, man. And Endgame One Piece is, oh, I, 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 I don't know, man. This is like the best stretch of manga I've ever read, and I've read some damn good mangas, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, just look at my manga recommendations, and I've read some damn good mangas, and this is the best stretch of manga I've ever read, man. I mean, holy shit, this is beautiful. So I mean, let's see. Let the chaos ensue, right? I mean, yeah, it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. But, anyways, that's it for the video. Comment down what do you guys think about all of these crazy freaking things, and yeah, man. Just comment down what do you guys think is gonna happen with all of these situations. How crazy is it gonna get, and blah blah blah, whatever, man. I mean, yeah, this is just beautiful, man. Well, anyways, check out my manga recommendations. I do recommend few good manga and anime as well, so you could check that out. And well, as always, until next time, peace.